Feeling stuck? Like you're living the same day on repeat, just with slightly different background noise? Maybe you spilled a coffee on your keyboard again, missed another deadline, or realized your main source of excitement is waiting for takeout. You look around, and it feels less like your life and more like a script someone else is poorly directing. You think, I need a change, a big one. Like, hit the factory reset button big. Okay, let's be real. There's no magic button. Clicking restart on life isn't like rebooting your sluggish laptop hoping it miraculously fixes itself. Though wouldn't that be nice? But what if I told you that in just 30 days, 1 month, you can initiate a powerful shift? Not a complete personality transplant. Not suddenly waking up fluent in French on a yacht, unless you're really efficient, but a genuine restart of your trajectory. This isn't about erasing your past. It's about clearing the runway so your future self can actually take off. It's about swapping that feeling of being dragged along by life to grabbing the steering wheel, even if you only turn it a few degrees initially. Over the next few minutes, we're going deep. We'll map out a 30-day framework. Think of it as a guided system update for your life OS. We'll mix practical, boots-on-the-ground actions with a little understanding of why this stuff works, touching on concepts like cognitive load, habit loops, and the sneaky power of tiny wins. Ready to ditch the Groundhog Day vibes? Let's dive in. Okay, how to restart your life in 30 days. Week 1 is all about creating space. You can't build something new on a foundation cluttered with yesterday's junk. And I mean junk in every sense: physical, digital, and mental. Physical declutter, the obvious start. Forget overhauling your entire house. Pick one small, visible area: your desk, your car's passenger seat. Admit it, it's bad. One kitchen counter. Spend just 15 to 20 minutes each day this week tackling that one spot. Why? Because our external environment massively impacts our internal state. Psychologists talk about cognitive load, the amount of mental effort being used. A cluttered space constantly bombards your brain with stimuli, demanding attention and draining energy, making it harder to focus on actual change. Cleaning even a small area provides a tangible win, a visible signal to your brain that says, hey, I'm taking control. It's surprisingly therapeutic. Digital declutter, silencing the static. Your phone is likely a major source of feeling overwhelmed. This week, turn off all non-essential notifications. Social media badges, news alerts, that game telling you your virtual crops are ready. Be ruthless. Unfollow accounts that make you feel inadequate or angry. Unsubscribe from emails you instantly delete. Why? Constant pings hijack our attention, creating what's called continuous partial attention. We're sort of focused on everything, meaning we're truly focused on nothing. Reducing this digital noise frees up incredible amounts of mental bandwidth. Think of it as plugging energy leaks. Mental declutter, the brain dump. This is crucial. Get a notebook, open a blank document. For 10 to 15 minutes each day, write down everything swirling in your head. Worries, to-do lists, frustrations, random ideas, that embarrassing thing you said 3 years ago. We all do it. Don't filter, don't edit, just dump it. Why? This externalizes your thoughts. It stops them from looping endlessly in your mind, a process known as rumination, which is linked to anxiety and inaction. Seeing them on paper often shrinks them down to size. It clears your mental cache, allowing for clearer thinking. It's like defragging your brain. Recap week 1. By the end of this week, your goal isn't perfection. It's simply to have started. You'll have one cleaner space, a quieter phone, and a slightly less chaotic internal monologue. You've loosened the soil. Okay, the ground is clearer. Now we plant something new. Week 2 is about introducing positive micro-actions and figuring out even vaguely where you want to head. Introduce one keystone micro-habit. Forget radical transformation overnight. Pick one ridiculously small positive habit you can do every day this week. Examples: drink 1 glass of water first thing. Do 5 push-ups. Read 1 page of a book. Meditate for 1 minute. Walk for 5 minutes. Why so small? We're leveraging the science of habit formation. Big goals often trigger the brain's fear response, the amygdala screaming, "Too much! Abort!" Tiny habits sneak past this resistance. They build automaticity. James Clear calls these atomic habits. It's not about the immediate impact of that one push-up. It's about casting a vote for the type of person you want to become. It builds identity. I am someone who moves my body. I am someone who hydrates. Consistency over intensity, especially now. Define one feeling goal and a micro step. Instead of a huge outcome goal, get a new job. Focus on how you want to feel more often. Energized? Calm? Connected? Creative? Pick one feeling. Then, identify one tiny action you can take this week that moves you towards that feeling. Feeling energized? Maybe it's that 5-minute walk. Feeling calm? Maybe it's the 1-minute meditation. Feeling connected? Maybe text one friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Why feelings? Goals tied to intrinsic feelings are often more motivating than external ones. It connects the what, the action, to the why, the desired state, making it more meaningful. This taps into self-determination theory, our need for autonomy and purpose. Simple. Visualization, the 60-second movie. Spend just 60 seconds each day visualizing yourself successfully doing your micro-habit and experiencing that desired feeling. See yourself drinking the water and feeling refreshed. Imagine texting that friend and feeling a warm connection. Why? Visualization activates similar neural pathways as actually doing the action. It primes your brain for success and reinforces the positive association, making it slightly easier to follow through when motivation inevitably dips. It's like creating a mental rehearsal. Recap Week 2. You're not running marathons yet. You're consistently watering one tiny seed, your micro-habit, and have a basic compass pointing towards a desired feeling. You're building foundational behaviors. You've laid groundwork, planted seeds. Week 3 is about nurturing growth and handling the inevitable bumps. This is where the initial excitement might fade and discipline, even for tiny things, starts to matter. Maintain and track consistency. Keep doing your Week 2 micro-habit every single day. The most important thing now is strengthening that neural pathway. Use a simple calendar and put a big X on each day you complete it. Don't break the chain. Why? Visual tracking provides positive reinforcement and leverages the psychological principle of consistency. Seeing an unbroken chain motivates you to keep it going. Missing one day is a slip. Missing 2 starts to form a new habit of not doing it. Celebrate the chain. Introduce one micro-challenge, optional increase. If and only if your micro-habit feels genuinely effortless, consider that tiny increase. Walk for 7 minutes instead of 5. Read 2 pages instead of 1. Meditate for 90 seconds. Or introduce a second tiny habit if you feel ready. The key is micro. We're still avoiding overwhelm. Why? This gently pushes your comfort zone and builds self-efficacy, your belief in your ability to succeed. Small, manageable challenges keep things interesting without triggering massive resistance. It follows the principle of progressive overload, borrowed from fitness, applied to life habits. Acknowledge and plan for setbacks. the oops plan. You will miss a day. You will feel unmotivated. It's not failure, it's data. This week, anticipate it. Ask yourself, when I inevitably slip up, what's my plan to get back on track immediately the next day? Don't dwell or beat yourself up. Just execute the get back on track plan. Why? Perfectionism kills progress. Planning for setbacks normalizes them. It shifts your focus from avoiding failure to building resilience. This incorporates principles of acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT, accepting difficult feelings while committing to valued actions. Self-compassion is key here, not self-flagellation. Remember that friend who tripped, laughed it off, and got back up? Be that friend to yourself. Recap Week 3. You're building consistency, possibly nudging your limits slightly, and crucially, learning how to handle setbacks without derailing completely. The engine is starting to hum. Week 4. Integration and future pacing, reflection and next steps. We're nearing the end of our 30-day initiation phase. Week 4 is about integrating what you've learned and looking ahead. It's about cementing the shift and ensuring this isn't just a temporary blip. Reflect and acknowledge progress. Look how far moment. Take 20 to 30 minutes this week to genuinely reflect. Look back at your Week 1 brain dump. Look at your habit tracker chain. Notice the cleaner space. How do you feel compared to day 1? Write down at least 3 specific positive changes, no matter how small. Maybe you feel slightly less frantic. Maybe your desk stays clear for more than 5 minutes. Maybe you actually did the micro habit most days. Why? Conscious reflection solidifies learning and boosts motivation. Acknowledging progress reinforces the behaviors and builds confidence. It combats negativity bias, our tendency to focus on what went wrong. You need to consciously register the wins. Celebrate your wins, non-destructive rewards. Seriously, celebrate. You initiated change. You stuck with something. Plan a small, healthy reward for day 30. Watch a movie guilt-free. Buy that book you wanted. Take a longer walk in nature. Something that acknowledges your effort without undoing your progress. So maybe not a giant pizza if your goal was health-related. Why? Rewards reinforce behavior. Associating positive feelings with the effort makes you more likely to continue. It closes the effort loop with a positive outcome. Set one intention for the next 30 days. This isn't about piling on pressure. Based on your reflection, what's one thing you want to carry forward or focus on next month? Maybe it's maintaining your micro habit. Maybe it's tackling another small area to declutter. Maybe it's exploring that feeling goal a bit more. Keep it simple. Why? This provides continuity. The 30-day restart isn't a finish line, it's the starting blocks. Setting a gentle intention prevents the, okay, I did it, now what, slump, and keeps the positive momentum rolling, even slowly. It's about sustainable change, not a crash course. Recap Week 4. You've taken stock, acknowledged your effort, celebrated progress, and set a gentle course for continuing the journey. You've integrated the initial changes. So, there you have it, a 30-day framework to kickstart your life's system update. Did you magically transform into a productivity guru with 0 problems? Probably not. If you did, please share your secrets. But did you initiate change? Did you prove to yourself that you can shift your habits, your environment, your focus, even just a little? Absolutely. This process, decluttering, planting tiny seeds, Building momentum and integrating isn't about a one-time fix. It's about building the muscle of intentional action. It's about understanding that small, consistent efforts compound over time. That's the theoretical beauty. It's about reclaiming agency, one tiny decision, one micro habit, one cleared space at a time. The past 30 days were about starting the engine. Now, it's up to you to keep driving. You don't need giant leaps. Just keep taking the next small step. Keep clearing the path. Keep planting those seeds. If this framework resonated, and you want to dive deeper into specific techniques, like mastering habit formation, overcoming procrastination tactics, or digging into the psychology behind why we get stuck, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. We explore these topics and more every week, breaking down complex ideas into simple, actionable steps. You have the power to adjust your course. Start today. Start small. Start now. Thanks for watching.